Now, I know I'm a whole lot greasier and shinier than I normally am, but it's 100 American style degrees out here in Canada right now, and I am sweating my little tuchus off. It is so clammy, it is so disgusting, and I don't have air conditioning, okay? That is not a luxury that I am afforded. However, I do have this fan buzzing right now. So I'm so sorry if you hear some background noise throughout the duration of this video. That's because I have a cooling device just running beside me over here. But there are way more important things to talk about than my temperature and how I'm regulating it, okay? Because we have more allegations, unfortunately, to discuss in this scene. But this time, we're not talking about the metalcore scene or the hardcore scene. Today's controversy comes to us from the emo scene, the Midwest emo scene, to be more specific. And this was a band that I quite enjoyed back in 2024 when I heard their self-titled LP called Oolong. Oolong, like the tea, a whole band named like that. And they're from somewhere in America, probably New Jersey. We'll get into the specifics here in a little bit. But before we do, my name is Dan Frampton, all one word, the O's a zero. You know who I am. I am the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper. And anytime there's a story like this that comes across my desk, you know that I have to make time for it. It's time for me to clock in and do my job. So what are we even talking about over here? Today's story comes to us from this band, Oolong. This record over here, they're self-titled, got a 72 on Album of the Year. I quite enjoyed it. I don't know if my rating is here. No, I might have deleted it. I think I did delete it, actually. But I wish it didn't have to come to that. But we have some allegations to be getting into. So please, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, please know that there's a little bit of a trigger warning on today's video. It's about to get deep, dark, disgusting, depraved. And if this is something you want to avoid, right now is your opportunity to get on out of here. So excuse me, the band isn't from New Jersey. They're from Long Island, New York. Same deal where I come from. Is there even a difference between New Jersey and Long Island? I don't know. School me in the comments. I'm sure there's some difference. But either way, over here on this article that comes to us from Lambgoat, it says, Long Island, New York-based emo-core math rock group Oolong have disbanded in the wake of serious allegations levied against vocalist and guitarist Vinny Colardi. Vinny Colardi. These allegations get pretty bad, pretty gross, not gonna lie. So to get them, we're gonna go over to the band's Instagram page, which I think they're in the middle of taking down. Look, it doesn't have an avatar anymore, and this thing is pinned to the very top. So first, I'm gonna read their caption, and then it goes into the allegations after that. The caption reads, quote, "It has just been brought to our attention that Vinny Colardi has been physically abusing his partner, made an anonymous Snapchat account to attempt to solicit pictures from underage girls, and used Omegle to watch underage girls strip. He's been completely hiding this behavior from us the entire time it's been occurring, and it was only brought to our attention after the victim felt safe enough to confide in us what happened. We are completely disgusted and disappointed with his actions, and we will no longer be participating in this band or associating with him in any regard. Please do not continue to support this band. Do not listen on any streaming platforms, as this directly supports him monetarily. Take care of everyone and continue to keep this scene safe. We thank everyone for the kindness we've been shown over the years and the friendships we've made. We will be deactivating this account shortly. It's important we get this information out to as many people as possible before we do. We're beyond sorry it had to end this way. Matt, Scott, and Jesse." Well, Matt, Scott, and Jesse, I'm happy to get this out to a couple more people on my platform over here. I am so sorry that it has come to this. Now, normally, when a band gets faced with this kind of allegation, everybody in the comment section then blames all the other members of the band, being like, "You were so close to him. How did you not even know this was happening? You mean to tell me you didn't know that he was this kind of guy after all these years? You knew him. You were so close to him. You were in the band." Nah, man, these guys are throwing it all away after learning about it. But that's just speculation from my part. I have no idea when or how or who this all came down the pike. This is just an emo band that I thought was pretty cool, that now I'm learning is not very cool. So before their page gets sent to the shadow realm, before it's cast off into oblivion, I'm going to be making my little video here. But now, after we read the thing from the band, we're going to read the thing from his ex-girlfriend. Now, this thing is pretty triggering, not going to lie. So if you've gone through any of this sort of stuff before and you don't want to relive it, I'm trying to give you as much runway as possible to get out of here. But I will leave a time code right here, so feel free to go to that point in the video if you want to get past all of this sort of stuff. But anyway, we're going to dive into it. It reads as follows, quote, "For the past 3 years, I have tried extremely hard to be understanding of Vinny. Unfortunately, he has proven to be a horrible person time and time again. I have experienced physical as well as mental abuse and was afraid to even speak up due to how powerful I viewed him. The age dynamic between us, a 7-year difference to be exact, also made it really hard for me to process everything. Finally, due to the support of the other band members, I feel like I have a voice to speak up. He has grabbed me and shoved me because I didn't want to speak to him. He would break into the bathroom when I locked myself in there to try to have space. He has grabbed me by my shoulders and headbutted me and punched me and given me a black eye 2 separate times, all because I was simply stressed due to the biggest situation at hand. Vinny has created a fake Snapchat account to contact underage girls. He'd do this with his fake account and with his actual Snapchat account. He has also said things to me during intimate moments that have me very disturbed, as well as using Omegle to, in quotes, let girls strip for him if they wanted to. Along with all this, he has never once had respect for me or my emotions. He has never taken accountability for the trauma he has caused me. He has been one of the most self-centered and immature people I have ever encountered, and I'm glad it is over now. I'm speaking up now because I do not want Vincent to be able to have this power over anyone else ever again. I'm not going to get into the pictures over here. You can go over to the band's Instagram if you want to see them. I will not be displaying them in this video, but they are receipts and they back up everything that she said. 100%. There's even a video of this guy breaking into the bathroom, just like it said here in the statement. Now, I'm extremely sorry for anybody going through any of this kind of stuff. This is so scary. This is so traumatic. And I'm so glad that this power dynamic has finally been broken and this curse is no longer cast and this woman feels like it's safe enough for her to speak out. It takes a lot of bravery to do this kind of thing, but with the support of the band and the support of the community, I'm really happy that it seems like she might be going down the right path now. But it's just like another day, another scene, another band has to break up because of these kind of disgusting allegations. Man, I'm getting really sick of the hardcore emo punk rock world, man. I'm getting really tired of all of these kinds of stories. Now, I thought Minecraft was bad. I thought Fortnite was bad. I thought Roblox was bad. I thought all the stuff on the internet and those kinds of communities was bad. Meanwhile, I'm here in the hardcore punk rock emo scene my whole life, and I'm realizing I've heard more of these stories coming out of my community than any of these other communities, bro. And I think the reason why that is, and this is just speculation, but in like the Roblox community, people are out there basically catfishing. That's what I see in all these documentaries of these like predator catcher type things. But in the rock world, especially in the underground punk rock, emo, hardcore, metalcore scene, it seems like the dudes that are doing this create this kind of cult of personality for themselves, so their victims kind of worship them at first, making it so much easier for them to take advantage of them. And dude, it's deeply depraved, so disgusting, absolutely disturbing. And the moment we discover these kinds of behaviors, these kinds of people, it needs to be called out, it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be brought up to as many people as possible. People can't be starting bands with these kinds of people. You can't let guys like this just into all ages shows and stuff like that. He's a danger, at least according to all of these allegations. And now we haven't heard from that dude, but the band has completely exploded. And that seems to be where the Oolong thing is right now, except for when we go over to r/emo on Reddit, someone made a post about this and they allude to the fact that people in the comments of this Instagram post were very unkind to the victim, which is what led them to turning off the comments over here. Unfortunately, we don't get to see what actually went down over here, but if they feel like victims are in danger because of it, then I respect them for doing it. And in these types of situations, when it gets a little bit beyond scene drama, when we get to real life crimes and that kind of thing, I can understand them making this sort of call for sure. And I know this might seem like a little bit of a whiplash moment, kind of like, hey, Dan, why are you talking about your comic book after something so serious? And I was debating talking about it or not, you know, but all my videos are about a controversy one way or another. And man, I just got to talk about this right now while you're here, okay? I am going to be putting out issue 1 of The Scrupulous Mosh Man on second printing. And issue number 2 is ready to go. These things are saying coming soon, and you can get a physical copy of this tomorrow, Wednesday, June 31st. But for viewers of this video, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make them available right now. Look at that. It went to active. You could go over there and buy Scrupulous Mosh Man 2 right now, dialed in. Now, if you saw pages of this online and read it, that's cool. But this physical version has 2 extra pages in it that are not available anywhere yet other than in this book. And those 2 pages introduce you to the big bad, the main villain of the entire story. So if you want to meet Mayor Masterpiece before anybody else does, right here, this is going to be his first appearance, and it's available for you to buy right now at moshman.bigcartel.com. And I'm also going to put up this one here, The Scrupulous Mosh Man issue number 1, but I'm going to put it up in full color, but at zine size. So it's going to be a little bit smaller, but it is double the size. There are twice as many pages in issue 1 than issue 2. And because it's a little bit bigger and it's going to be in color, unfortunately, it's going to have to be a little bit more expensive just because it costs me so much more to do it. But issue 2, $8. Issue 1, full color, $15. And right now, for viewers of this video, these things are available right now. Moshman.bigcartel.com. And one of these 2 things can be yours. You can get both of them if you want. I highly suggest that you do. All right, so with all that said, the Daily 30 Challenge is all done. It's all over. I'm no longer doing the Daily 30 Challenge, and that is because people revolted against it, okay? People did not want the 30-minute videos. So I listened to them. I was like, all right, fine. I won't do the 30-minute videos. I'll just cover one little story. Still, the videos are going to be coming out on a regular basis, and there's still going to be a lot of meat on the bone, but they're just not going to be a half an hour anymore. All right. So I guess I failed the challenge. That's fine. No big deal. The content still comes. The comic books are still coming out, and we're living our best life. So thank you so much for watching this one. I hate these dark, depressing updates. The hardcore emo punk rock world, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I could do it anymore. I really don't. I think I might have to move on. I hate covering these kinds of stories. It's disgusting. I hope that the victims are doing better, feeling better now that it's all out there. Ah, man, I can't even imagine. All right. Goodbye. See you later. Have a good one.